We're continuing with the holiday theme on this holiday weekend, with the tree and everything. It's going to be gone soon. Today we're finishing up a bottle of Burgundy. It's a Santenay Premier Cru Passetemps by Vincent and Sophie Morey, 2015. Now, 2015 was just an incredible year for Burgundy, probably the best in a generation. Especially in the Côte de Beaune and on the red for the red wines, but be that as it may, there's been a lot of good years over the last 10-20 years. Just wanted to highlight this. Now, Santenay is one of these villages along the Côte d'Or. As you know, we know every village has its own characteristics, and they have the village mix. They have some of the Premier Cru. This is a Premier Cru. And this is, the vineyards are situated between the village of Santenay and Chassagne, which is next, going east. And the Premier Cru in Santenay are all situated in the southern facing hills. So there's a little bit of elevation, a few hundred feet facing south. This is how you get the best wines. The Morey family is one of the sort of long standing wine growing families in the region in Santenay and in Chassagne and Chassagne-Montrachet. This has happened often in these days and still happens. The father, Bernard, retired. The property was split among the kids. This is Vincent, and he met his wife, Sophie, who came from the wine business and grew up making wine. And so together they started making wine, I think about 15 years ago. And they make a lot of different labels all the way in range, going all the way up to the top. So this is a really good quality Santenay from an excellent year. And this is kind of what I'm, hoping to convey here. Looking at the color, it's pretty light. It's got, when you pour it, it's just got this amazing pinkish sort of tint. It doesn't last because, of course, when it sits in the glass, and you have more volume, but you definitely see that sort of light purple, deep pink, very different from some of the other varietals. Sitting here in the glass, it's very uniform. This is an unfined and unfiltered wine, but still it's very clear. And maybe there hasn't been enough time to create enough sediment, or I don't really know. On the nose, it's got that typical Pinot, sort of, to me at least, kind of this bit of an orange peel, a mix of fruit. It's no fruit really takes over. It's very light, meaning it sort of feels sharp and light in that respect. There's a little bit of that spice in it. It's kind of a cocktail of spices, nothing really overpowering. Somebody said Christmas spices, and given the time of year, maybe this is appropriate. And I do get a little bit of anise in it, licorice, which is maybe unusual for Pinot Noir. Not a lot of earthiness yet, and maybe this is going to come out in the mouth. So let's just see what we get. It's very pleasant all the way through. The attack is very soft, sort of charming, and kind of polite. The mouthful is just great because it really coats the palate very nicely. And on the finish, it's not this amazingly long finish, but it doesn't have to be. It's again, this is a wine that's made to be drunk more on the young side. It's very high quality. It's really kind of natural farming, and it's people who know what they're doing, and it's very old, like on average 40-year-old vines. But it's not really the premium $100 bottle. This is a $30, $40 bottle. And again, for Burgundy, everything's relative, of course. So it's something that is meant to be enjoyed, and it's just really very good, and will not give you all the layers of complexity you're going to get in a Grand Cru that's been sitting in the cellar for 20 years. But this is really perfect wine for this price, and the quality is just really amazing. Cheers.